Right, let's talk about the Good Ranchers 250. I'm going to talk about the INDYCAR and NASCAR races separately to each other. I did watch both of them over the weekend. I watched both of them live, as a matter of fact. But they both were different in their own ways. Firstly, it was strange seeing INDYCAR play second fiddle. Especially in terms of when it's returned to a track for the first time in 8 years. I mean, at the same time, Joseph Newgarden has gone nearly a decade unbeaten in Phoenix because of his win. But it felt a bit odd because even on the Saturday, they ran before the O'Reilly race. Which is, yeah, it's a choice. I'm trying to think of other occasions where they've double-headed. And I'm pretty sure even when they double-headed on the Indy Road course a few years ago, didn't INDYCAR play second fiddle to NASCAR there? Be nice to see it the other way round. It would. I just don't know when that's necessarily going to happen because, well, trucks second fiddle to INDYCAR and St. Pete. But it'd be nice to see the Cup, say, run a Saturday or a Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon be an INDYCAR race. I don't know. I know the Freedom 250 she's had a circuit announced. Might talk about that in another video at some point because it is certainly an choice. But yeah, I find it a bit bizarre because INDYCAR's got the international pull that they're like, NASCAR should be the one on the top billing. But the race was interesting. 250 laps, 250 miles, as opposed to NASCAR, whose 500 race is 312 miles because it's a kilometre race in Phoenix. But you saw a bunch of different changes to the lead, a whole bundle of different leaders, and some utterly fascinating moments. For example, Dennis Helger, I know he finished down in 15th, last car on the lead lap, but that spin recovery, yeah, the Indian ex-champion and F2 graduate, he's got something, hasn't he? He's got a bit of a knack. And with some of the great running he had early on in the weekend, there's a chance that that Rookie of the Year might end up breaking my prediction, which was the Rookie of the Year does not get into the top 10 in the overall standings. We had a bunch of different drivers lead laps. Ericsson did, Will Power did. I'm surprised that he only finished one lap down after the contact with, wasn't it Rasmussen he had the incident with, who managed to get himself onto the lead lap, 14th place. Lundgaard led a bunch of laps, Hauger led, Dixon led 12, Armstrong led 8, Pato O'Ward 10, Lucas led the most, and it was a good day, a good weekend for Penske in a lot of senses. NASCAR not entirely, but they won both, and they got third place in IndyCar with Lucas, who wasn't it a first pole position for him with Team Penske. Kirkwood ends up with 47 laps led, Newgarden with only 8, but it's up at the ones that counted, right at the very end. Elsewhere, poor Alex Palou. That was a nasty shunt. We didn't get a Grosjean, but yeah, Palou, just, yeah, it's strange seeing him not leading the championship. He's down in 5th. He's 19 points off from Newgarden, who's taken the series lead. But it is strange to see him that far down the order. I think it was 2024, wasn't it? The last time he wasn't leading the championship. Between Newgarden and Palou in that 19-point window, you've got Kirkwood 5 points back, you've got McLaughlin 12 points back, and Pato O'Ward 15 points back. So it's only a couple of races into the season. I know we've got well over a dozen races left, and heck, next one is next week. Streets of Arlington. New track. New bits and pieces here, there, everywhere. Looking forward to seeing how it goes. Let me know your thoughts and feelings in the comment section down below, folks. And as always on this channel, until next time, it's bye for now.